What's up, everybody, and of course, welcome back to Zero Miles FX TV show. Okay, if you're new to this channel, guys, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss most of my video. Leave a comment in this video after watching the video. Of course, leave a like while you're watching from and also comment. And of course, guys, in today's video, if you don't understand this video, then this is the most important part in trading forex. And if you're a new guy in trading forex, this is the first course that you should know and understand. And the way I'm going to explain to you, I hope you understand it. Okay, so we call these candlesticks. You get that, candlesticks. And I'm going to give you one thing that you have to know. You see, all these that you see are candles. You can see we have red candles and we have green candles. Okay, now we call these candles. Okay, we call them Japanese candlesticks because that's where they came from. You understand? So candles are very important in the market. Why? Is because they give you they show you what is happening in the market. Now I want you to realize one thing. In forex trading, there are two things that happen. Okay, there is a fight that happens in forex trading. A fight, yes, a fight. You see, let me tell you one thing, guys. Issues to deal with the prices of things, it's a fight. You get that? Like the buyers and the sellers. So let me first move straight away to the point. I want first name, like you see, I told you there is a fight that takes place here. That's why these candles are called bulls, then the others are called the bears. Okay, bulls came from the word pushing price up, which is meaning the buyers. Okay, and the bull candle are these green candles that you're seeing. You can change the color, any color that you want, but I will show you in the next video how to use MetaTrader 5, how to change the settings of MetaTrader 5. Okay, I'm just going to explain to you these candles first. Now these green candles are bull candles, bullish candles. We call them bullish candles. Every green candle that you're seeing is a bullish candle. It means buyers pushing price up. Okay, then the red candles that you're seeing here are the bearish candles. Okay, they are the sellers, meaning sellers pushing price down. Now you realize that as buyers are pushing price up, which are the bulls, sellers are pushing the price down. Okay, good. I want you to realize one thing now here. Every candle that you see, every candle represents something. There is something that it's gonna tell you. Okay. Now, since you're a beginner in trading forex, we are going to learn these candles, and I explain to you one by one. And I'm gonna, at the end of this video, it's gonna be a long course, but make sure you understand. If you don't understand, please leave a comment there, and I'll come and help you later. Okay. Now, let's move straight to the point. The first thing that we have done is we have named the candles. Make sure you write them down. We have named, if you see these green candles, we call them the bullish candles. They represent buyers, and buyers are the ones pushing the price up. Then the red candles that you see represent the sellers. Okay, sellers are the ones pushing the price down. Now let's name our candles. Okay, let's name our candles. You see, in a candle, let me give you an example. Let me say this is our candle. Okay, and let's start with the bullish candle. Let's say this is the green candle. This is the bullish candle. Bullish candle. Now, when you see here, up to here, we call this the body of the candle. We are first starting with the bullish candle. You name this as the body. Okay, make sure you do it very well, and we call this the body of the candle. Okay, now you can see that there are some candles which have got tails. I am calling them tails. Maybe they have a tail up, and even they have a tail down. So these tails, we call them wicks. Wicks. So you can even call it a tail, because the most important thing is understanding what they mean in the market. That is very important. Okay. If you're new in this, don't forget to subscribe, of course, guys. Okay, and leave a comment. I'm trying my best to make sure you learn forex trading, and of course, what you have to do is just leave a comment and support me. Okay, and share maybe to your loved ones. I told you we are starting with a bullish candle. This is a green candle. What does a bullish candle represent? It means it represents buyers. Okay, what do buyers do? What do buyers do? Buyers are pushing the price high. Okay. Now, it's common sense. Let me tell you one thing. Any buyer who buys something in the market is always trying to press the price to go high, because he has to gain profit. Now, the green candles, of course, are representing the bulls. Okay, and I've already named the candle. If you see the candle, we have the body of the candle here. Okay, the tails here we call them the wicks. That's a more advanced name, but we can also call them the tails. So now we have named the candle. Okay, if you also want us to name again, let's draw again that one again. Let's say we are drawing the bearish candle, which is the red candle. I'm using a color red here. Okay, let's say that is our candle. And this is our red candle. Now, if this is our red candle here, it therefore means that this is the body of our candle, of our red candle. That's the body. Then if it has tails, some candles don't have tails, my brothers. It means this is called what? This is called a wick. These tails are called wicks. And I'm going to explain to you how important it is. I want you to understand. When you understand candles very well in the market, trading becomes easy. You can easily spot a very good trade and make some good money trading. Okay, now let's move on. Now I hope you've understood. I've named the candle, the body of the candle, which is very important, then the tail of the candle. Tails, we call them wicks. Okay, now this is I said I was saying that this is this one we are giving as an example of a red candle. And a red candle we are using it to represent the sellers. This is the bearish move. Sellers, what do sellers do? Their job is to push the price down. That's why if you look at these candles, buyers are moving up. Buyers. Then you see a red candle, it is coming down. So it represents that trying to push price down. So now what you have to understand is when buyers are pushing price up, sellers are also trying to push it down. Buyers are trying to push price up, sellers are also trying to push it down. You get that? And if you look at the candle, I'll explain to you how a candle is being formed and how you see the most important, the reason why candles are very important is the candles explain to you who are more stronger in the market, whether the buyers or the sellers. And that is what we are going to learn today. Who are more stronger and how do you know this one is more stronger in the market? It is very important to know that. That's why I told you, if you don't understand this in trading Forex, candles, then you will never trade Forex and make money. You will never. So this is a very important topic, my brothers, okay, and sisters. Now, I have drawn this. Let me clear this. I've named, of course, Make sure you draw yours also and name it. I've named the candles. Now, we are first going to study only about bullish candles, which is the buyers, green candles. We are going to study about green candles mainly. I told you what is this? This is a wick, which is the tail, a wick. Then this is a body. This is the body, okay? Body. As long as you've known how to mark that. Now, what am I saying is we are going to start studying. We are going to study the what? The bullish candle, this one. Bullish represents buyers. What do buyers do? What's the work of buyers in the market? Their job is to push price up. Okay, push price up. Now let's go and do what? And talk about the bullish candle. Now, bullish candle, yes, bullish candle. Let me draw my bullish candle. I'm drawing this bullish candle. I don't want to put it. Let's say this bullish candle has got no wicks. Now, how a candle forms is this. We have what we call opening price of the candle. When this is a bullish candle, okay, I'm talking of bullish. So make sure this is bullish because it's different from the bearish candle. Bullish meaning buyers. Now, when a bullish candle is forming, it opens price from here, the lower part. Just like, let's give an example of this candle here. That we see here, this green candle, the bullish candle. Where the price open from here, okay? Then the closing price is here. Now, what is our opening price here? Let's say that's our opening price, not let's say it's a mass, that's our opening price. Where you see the candle opens from, then where you see the candle closes from. Okay, that's our closing price. There. Now, we are going to mark, I'm going to mark straight, I'm going to look for some few examples in the charts, real charts, when we mark the opening and closing price of only the bullish candles. Now, let's go and do that. I'm gonna just use straight away. So we are going to mark for this. Let me show you the one I'm going to mark for. We are first going to mark for this candle here. If it has wicks, I mean tails, it has them. So now when we are marking opening and closing price, we don't include the wicks and tails. We ignore that. Now let's go straight away to mark that candle. Let me mark it. I hope you have known the candle. I'm gonna mark it. This is where you think, that is where our price, opening price. Okay, that price is very important. It's not just there for no reason. Opening price. It's just like going to the market and then say, our starting price is this. Then at the end of the evening, they say that, okay, we have closed the market, but this was our end price. Now, what is our end price? When I've concluded everything, this is our end price. I'm going to mark it like that. I hope you have seen. Now you have seen, guys, that I have marked my opening price. I've marked my opening price as this point here and closing price as this point here. Now we have some small tail here on top, then we have tail down. Hope you understand this. Good. I'm only going to talk about bullish. Then from there, we'll go to bearish. Now, I hope you have seen this. Now, let's mark again. Now, you can see very well that some bullish candles have got more long tails, and some are, and you can also see that some have they are like some wicks are longer than the other. You can see this one here is longer, this one on top is shorter. Again, if you count this candle, this one here is longer, and this one is shorter. And the reason is why you will get to know that. Very important. Now let's draw again the next. Let me say I'm gonna draw for this one. So let's draw for this one here. For this one, the opening and the closing price of that candle. Let me erase the other one. So let me first erase for this one. Good. Now I'm gonna draw the opening and closing price of this candle. Okay. Now let me draw it for this candle. I want you to see it. Opening price, good. Closing price, good. Now I'll tell you what does this mean. It's like going to the market and you reach and say, like, okay, our starting price. Okay, let's say you're bargaining. Very for example, you're bargaining for a shoe, and the seller says like this. Now, if you want to buy this shoe, my starting price is this. But for you, hardening and saying that no, how about if you're starting? So this is our starting. This is where he started the price from. Where I've marked. Okay, I've marked the starting price, which is here. I've marked the starting price of the bargaining, which is here. But for you, it becomes very hard until you close the price from here. Okay, but let me give you an example how it works. I think I'm going to be I think you're going to understand. So I think you're going to understand how this tail came about. How did this tail come about? Now, you have to understand that when a candle is forming, when a candle is being formed, it faces a lot of fight. There is a fight for that candle. There is a fight, there is a bullish, like buyers and sellers fight. For a candle to be complete, there have been a big fight between buyers and sellers. That's why this tail that you see represents rejection, a fight in the market. This one says, no, I'm closing this price at this. This one says, no, let's close at this point. And let me explain to you how this candle is trying to show you about price. Now, you see, I'm going to explain the topic, what it means. You see, you went for a bargain, and the guy said that my starting price is here. Then for you bargained so much, like, okay, this starting price was here. You get that. That was his starting price, opening price, and he said that I'll give you this at this price. You get that. Now, what does this represent? This top week, and this was the closing price. This one represents that sellers tried coming into the market, but they had a small rejection. They had a small strength. Now, how do you know that the sellers were strong? Now, if you see any week, any rejection on top here, okay, it therefore means that this rejection is from the seller. Sellers are trying to come into the market. Okay, why is that this candle did not close on top of this point? You see, price had reached whenever you see this tail here, it means that the price had reached the top of this tail, but the buyers have to close the price here. Now, if you see that the tail here is shorter than the body, it therefore means that the buyers were stronger. But if the tail here was more longer than the body, it therefore means what? The sellers were stronger in the market. Let me repeat that again. I want you to understand this. If you see this rejection here that you see on top, the rejection is because the sellers are trying to also enter the market. Okay? The price had been pushed up this point here. Okay? But we call them that the buyers feel like the price had been pushed up to this point, but the buyers failed to close price at this point because there was a minimal rejection. this wick accounts, this tail accounts for the minimum rejection of the sellers. That's why the buyers have to close that price here. I hope you have understood. Now, the longer the tail, okay, the longer the tail, if the tail is longer than the body here, it therefore means that the sellers are stronger in the market. But if this tail is short and the body is long, it therefore means that the buyers are still in control of the market. I hope you've understood something. Make sure you understand this. It's very important. Now, we are going to try to look for candles. We're going to try to look for candles and we try to read who are stronger in the market. Who are stronger? Just a moment, guys. We are going to try to read every candle who are stronger in the market. Now we are going to start with which candle? With this candle here. If you look at this candle here, this is a bullish candle, meaning buyers are trying to push price up. You see, there's a very small tail, but the body of the candle is very long and big, bigger than this top tail. Bigger than the top tail. What does it mean? It means the buyers are very strong in the market. You get that? Buyers are very strong in the market. So if you see that the tail is shorter than the body, it represents buyers are strong in the market. Now look at this. Look at such an example here. It means sellers are very strong in the market. Why? Because the body is very smaller, and the tail is too long. You get that? The body is too small. The bullish body is too small. The buyers, their body is very small, but the tail on top. I told you this tail on top represents rejection from the sellers. The tail is 4 times longer than the body. What does that mean? Sellers have entered the market, and see what happened. We had another bearish candle, a selling candle. Price started dropping because the seller had shown some strength from here. That's why you saw the next candle became again bearish. The sellers are in the market. Hope you understand that. Now let's go to another level, another point. Okay, I hope you have understood. I want you to understand candles. Candles are very important in the market. There is no way you can skip candles. There is no way you can skip candles. Let's try to learn more because I know people tell me that please, guys, we want to still learn more. Let's try to look for more candles. There are many candles in the market. There are so many candles. Look at a candle like this. Now, some candles have been given special names. Special names. There are candles which we call them engulfing candles, hanging man. You will all understand that with the time and what they mean. Okay? What they mean. What do they really mean? Why do we call them such special names in them? They have a meaning. Okay? Wow, that's cool. Now, let's look at this type of candle here. This is the bullish candle. Now, if you see this bullish candle, you can see that the tail, the rejection from the sellers, is longer than the body. The rejection actually is twice the body. What does that mean? It means the sellers have come in the market. Now, you see what happened after this candle. Sellers came there and they were very strong. See where the sellers come. And I'm going to explain to you again the candle of the sellers, what it really means, and how it starts opening price and the closing price. Okay? Now, I hope you have seen this. I want you to make sure you understand what is this. Let's go and mark another one. Go and mark another one. Okay? Now, if you look at this type of candle here, let's come to this type of candle here. You could see that this is a bullish candle and the rejection is too small, but the body of the candle is very big, meaning the buyers are still in control of the market. See what happened? Buyers came in, buyers came in, buyers came in, buyers came in. If you're trying to understand that, I want you to understand how candles are doing, how candles are making things in the market, how candles are showing you the direction in the market. You see, candles are showing that now we are going down, we are going up. Okay? By just knowing the strengths of buyers and sellers in every candle, at the conclusion, you see every candle here. There's something I forgot to tell you guys. Every candle here is formed at its own time. Now, in this chart that we are analyzing a daily chart, and let me show you, you can change time frames the way you want. can see this. These are time frames. So I think I'm going to shift the frame. Yes, these are time frames. You see this. So now these are time frames. We are not analyzing the daily time frame. Okay, so meaning each candle that you see here is formed after 24 hours when the day is finished. So these guys keep on fighting for 24 hours until when they close. They open the price from here when the day starts. They open the price when the day starts, and the whole of 24 hours are fighting until the candle closes. So after 24 hours, you will see who is stronger by looking at the size of the wick and the size of the body. Then this extra candle means every candle is formed after 4 hours. So the fight is for 4 hours. Every candle here that you see represents the fight for 4 hours. Fight for 4 hours. Then H1 represents fight for 1 hour. Every candle is formed after 1 hour, after 1 hour. Even your phones are rotated, you use your phone. I will explain to you during MT5 settings. You see, every candle is formed after certain minutes because I'm on the 30 minutes chart. 15 minutes, every candle is formed after 15 minutes. That's why the people who trade, so you can trade in any time frame that you want. We call them time frames. But here we are trying to look at the daily time frame because I was just feeling like, okay, candles are just, you can even look at any other time frame. And by the way, you can do this. I want you to, after learning this, go and draw these candles and send me a screenshot when you do the voice note when you explain it to your group. And if you made a mistake, I will correct you. Okay? Then I also want you to go and make some researches. Go and research about an engulfing candle, a rejection, a hanging man, a morning star, a harami candle. I will show some of you here. I will show some here, like a railway track. Okay, a railway track means candles that are like the same size. If we have, sorry, if we have a bullish candle like this, then another bearish candle like this, that are the same size like this one. We call them railway track, and they have a meaning in the market. You get it? Right? They have a very big meaning in the market. That I call them actually strategic candles. Okay, like these are special candles because they have a meaning in the market. Like let me be okay. I'll talk about this later. Let's first go and let's go and look at the bearish candle, the bearish candles, and I'll try to explain to you about the bearish candles. Opening price and because we have been studying about the bullish candles. Now, when we look at the bearish candles, of course, the bearish candles are these red ones, meaning the sellers trying to push price down. Okay, sellers trying to push price down. Now, if you look at the bearish candle, it's different from a bullish candle. You see, a bullish candle forms starting from down, going up, but a bearish candle starts from up, coming down. So meaning its opening price is on top and the closing price is down, the opposite of the bullish candle. Wow. Now, let me say I'm drawing my bearish candle, meaning the sellers, and I'm not going to put in a wick anything. Okay? So if you look at this, that's the opening price, and this is the closing price. Okay, opening price, closing price, meaning they seal that deal from down. Okay? So it's the opposite of that of bullish, or it's the opposite of that of bullish candle. Now let's go straight away to look at some candles here. So if this guy is opening price from here, meaning they will be facing rejection from down, not from up. Buyers face rejection from sellers from up, sellers face rejection from buyers from down. Okay, so if you know the strengths of this of a bearish candle, you look at the rejection from down, because rejection from down comes from the bulls. Okay, now let's go straight and look at some of the examples. I want you to look at this photo. Just a minute. I don't know what I'm still zooming. I can look at this maximum. Okay, now let's start from this type of candle here. You can see this bearish candle here. This bearish candle here has got a very small rejection here. What does this rejection mean? It means buyers are trying to come in the market. But the body of the bearish candle is very big than this small rejection. So what does that mean? The sellers are in control of the market. You see, for each model, whether the sellers or buyers are on top of the market, you look at the body of the candle, then they tell you which is the wick. If you're looking at the bearish candle, if this tail here in the bearish candle is longer, okay, it therefore means that the buyers are stronger. But if the tail here is very short and this body here is a bearish candle, it therefore means that the sellers are very strong. Now let's go straight away. So what does this mean? It means the sellers are very strong in the market. You see, if the sellers were strong in the market, we had more, price was still dropping down, dropping down. Because this candle already told us that we are, so we sellers are still strong in the market, because just look at this small rejection here. Zero tiny rejection, my friends. Very small rejection. So what does that rejection mean? It means buyers wanted to come in the market, but they were too weak. I told you this is a fight. They were too weak to control the markets. Wow. So, so you made it to this first class. I hope you understood something, guys. And I just want to make sure you become profitable and make money through Forex. So the second thing that we shall move on to is after I'll talk about specific candles that I told you about, and I want you to go and make some research. Always do research, guys. Always do research. I'm going to just name for you one type of candle. It has a specific name. We call it a radio track. The radio track are candles of the same shape and size. You see, this is a bullish candle, and this is a bearish candle, but they have the same size. Okay, same size. Get that? So when you see a bullish candle like this, in a regular track like this, there's a high chance that price is still falling down. See here? Now I want you to go and research on that. And if you have to research, you can inbox me on Telegram and I can guide you guys. I can guide you. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. You've learned about candles, you've learned about rejections in a candle, and you've learned about the body of a candle, and that is really cool. Next time, I'm fast. The next class is going to be very important because I'm going to teach about it for risk management. I'm going to teach about it on both sides, how to know how much you will be losing, about tips, something you've never had, leverage, a lot of things that you need to know. But at the end of the month, I know you will have mastered the class. And make sure you go and, if you don't understand, go and rewatch the video so you understand very well first. And don't forget to leave a comment. I really need to see your comments. Comment where you're watching from, and of course leave a like to this channel. Love you guys so much. I think I'm going to end this one. And if you have a question, don't forget to drop there. And of course, one thing you have to know is, if you ever get a message again a trading account, just check my description and read that link. Okay, after clicking that link, but if what you can just do, check again the description. I'll put the link of my Telegram link for beginners. Click that link and join the beginners class. Then go and scroll from the top class where we started from. You move slowly by slowly from my first message. Okay, so that you don't miss anything. You move step by step systematically until you make sure you're in the right point. I don't want it to skip things. You are moving step by step. So do that for yourself. When you enter the group, there is a video that will tell you how to open an account. So you don't open an account making mistakes. It's very important. And if you need more help, of course, I'll be dropping my WhatsApp number in the description of the video, so you can check me in the Telegram group. Love you guys so much, and I wish you all the best in the training journey. Let me hold this. We shall meet next time. Tomorrow I'll make again another video about risk management. See you guys. Have a blessed night. Okay? I always make videos very late in the night after trading because I cannot trade at the same time and making videos at the same time. I'm gonna stop recording. Thank you guys. Wish you all the best. Bye.